let's start with the kind of broad question of what's the biggest challenge or opportunity you see in the global energy transition right now?
Well, let me say that we are at times of uncertainty. 2025 has been the year of uncertainty. What is true is that the current situation is such that there's no one single path to energy transition. There are many different ways. Geopolitics are having a role in this, but it's not only geopolitics. We keep on talking about the two or three major blocks, the US on one side, China on the other, Russia out of the picture but still playing a game, Europe in between. The reality is there are many local markets, and I'm talking of markets with billions of people summed up together, who are doing their own way to energy transition, whether it is via biofuels, whether it is via solar, whether it is via alternative renewable energy sources. So we are quite confident that one way or the other we will find another common path to energy transition soon, hopefully. And I would say this is the main takeout of what we have heard in these days here at the Financial Times Forum.
Amazing. And I guess as well, where do you think, or what does success in the energy transition look like by 2030?
Okay, by 2030, you need to start from which technology are both sustainable and affordable. Let's take security for a moment aside. So let's talk about those technologies which can be economically deployed. By 2030, you definitely have sustainable fuels, whether these are from agricultural or animal waste. There's a lot that can be done in that respect. It's affordable, the entire blue economy. So wherever you can store or use the CO2, do it. Is affordable, the electrification, whenever efficient, and the transformation of electric power into other commodities. And I'm not just talking about hydrogen, because the economy of the hydrogen will not be ready before 2030, but I'm talking about two derivatives of the hydrogen, which are ammonia and methanol, both boding well for fertilizers and heavy transportation. So I would say, the concrete opportunities for what is left of this decade is in this field. And sorry, let me just add one more, which is the circular economy. You always forget the value of the molecules of hydrogen and carbon embedded in what we consume, in what is left as waste. That's another field where especially a geography like Europe should invest more.
And, what emerging technologies do you think will help make the biggest impact?
There are a number of technologies which are currently under deployment to be able to get to energy vectors, synthetic energy vectors. So I'm talking about mostly e-fuels. So starting from renewable energy, ending into fuels, vectors to move the people. These are definitely almost ready to hit the market. So I would say that's the best bet I would put my money on.
Amazing. And I guess based on your discussion and the panel discussion you had this morning, if you wanted people to take one message away from that session, what would it be?
Can I be constructively challenging? Okay. We've had a panel, we've had a whole session here at the FT where we spoke about China, but I haven't seen the defendant anywhere, which in my opinion is not fair. The takeout is that, as I was saying before, there are not going to be just two blocks, the US against China, but there's going to be a hell of a lot of other different formulas that are currently impacting 70% of the population or 80% of the population which is not living in the US or in China. So I would probably, this is the best takeout I would recommend to those who were here today.
And do you think then, I guess that kind of flows into, do you think events like this are important to help facilitate that discussion, and why should we kind of continue running these events year on year?
Absolutely, it's of utmost importance to keep on having this type of events. I was doing a constructive criticism because I really think we should hear live what's the idea of the defendant, which has been China. And so I would rather, and there's another thing I would strongly recommend. We keep on talking of Europe as if it is a unified continent, but the Nordics are so different from Italy, which is so different from the UK and Germany. I don't think we are still at the point not having a common energy policy, not having a common balance sheet where we can talk about a continent. So the other positive criticism is that probably we should have a European panel by understanding what will make Europe, what could make Europe a unified market for energy.
Okay, amazing. And was there anything else you wanted to share or anything else you wanted to be left with? No?
That's it.
It's all good. Thank
I'll
you.